David, Alabama, Georgia's getting most of the headlines, and they should. It's a mega matchup. But there's some other games that are really, really interesting and some that are sneaky. And I want to start off with one that I think people are kind of assuming it's going to go a certain way. And not saying that the favorite's not going to win, but I think it could be a little bit closer. We're talking about Ohio State at Michigan.
That's your sneakiest, huh?
23.5-point spread at least this point in time. Look, Jonathan Smith came over to Michigan State from Oregon State. He's got to build that place up. Aiden Childs got a long way to go. But this Michigan State team has been scrappy, man. They looked defunct against FAU, but then goes on the road to beat Maryland, gave Boston College the fight of their life. I tell you, I think Ohio State's going to win this game, but I'm not 100% sold on Ohio State on the offensive line yet. And I don't be shocked if halfway through the third quarter, if you're not watching that game and that ticker rolls on the bottom of the screen and you see Ohio State's up 17-14 against Michigan State on the road. I like Michigan State most likely to cover this game, but it could be sneaky. It could be sneaky, David.
Unfortunately, this isn't one of those ones where both teams can lose because that'd be really cool. I've just seen this movie so many times. I've worn the VHS out. It won't even hardly play anymore. I've seen it. It might be 17-14 the beginning of the second quarter, and then all of a sudden you flip back, you come back to the game again, and then it's 54-14.
And again, that could happen, right? But there's just something about Ohio State I just don't trust right now. They could go undefeated, win the national championship, and I could be 100% wrong, and I've got them in the playoff and winning the Big Ten. But that offensive line, I think Michigan State can just hang around, and I still don't think Will Howard's a great thrower of the ball. I still don't when I see him. So can they hit those big plays? Against Marshall, it was big plays.
Yeah.
It was Quinshawn for 70, right? Egbuka for 70 off a screen. I don't know if Michigan State, as deficient as they are personnel-wise from a depth standpoint, I think they may hang around. This one's at home. You got nothing to lose if you're Michigan State.
What do you think about this one?
Well, I don't think Ohio State's played great yet. I really don't. They've won every game by 40, which is tough. And I believe if you look at Michigan State, played BC well, beat Maryland, played some good teams well, but how much do you trust Childs not turning the ball over?
Oh, I don't. I don't at all.
7 picks already. 4 touchdowns. If you want to see a game snowball quick, if you're Michigan State and you come out here and start turning the ball over like you've been, Ohio State's going to kill you.
Can Michigan State run it at all?
They're gonna
any semblance of a run game against Ohio State?
This is
got to be quarterback run game, right?
Yeah, this feels like a game, but I think Ohio State actually comes out and puts a whooping in these boys. I really do.
That's the movie I've seen before. Can we have a plot twist? I don't know. We'll see. Interesting you went Big Ten because I'm going to go with the Big Ten as well for my sneakiest game. The sneakiest game of the whole weekend. No one's even talking about it. No one's even mentioned this. No one even thinks it's happening. Indiana hosting Maryland.
Firing up. And by the way, I did the Cignetti smoking thing first, if anybody's asking.
Don't look now. Kirk Cignetti has these boys 4-0. Now, here's why it's interesting.
Florida's next coach.
Indiana hasn't played great football teams yet. Actually, I'll go a step further. They really hadn't played even good football teams.
You read that? You got
Whoa.
Well,
all of our Charlotte fans, shame this
man.
Shame this man.
They know it. They know it too as well.
Actually, all the Charlotte fans are like, yes, we suck.
31-7 over FIU, 77-3 over WIU. 42-13 over UCLA, and that one was on the road at least, and then 52-14 over Charlotte. Meanwhile, on the other side of it, Maryland 3-1. Their only loss to the Michigan State team that you guys were just talking about, and that one was at home. They hadn't played against great competition either, but they do have a road win at Virginia. That one was 27-13. I just think, man, this one's going to be interesting because Kirk Cignetti goes 5-0. All of a sudden, you start to get that momentum and that confidence rolling.
Bomb spaghetti.
You could go 6-6.
No,
I'm just kidding. I'm impressed. I'm impressed with this Indiana team and really impressed with Kirk Cignetti.
Telling you, man, I like his swag. He's got that cool dad, wow, in the carpool line. Your dad's listening to Drake? That's crazy. You just got that vibe to me.
Cignetti?
Yeah.
You think Cignetti listens to Drake?
Yeah.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
Let's get him on the show and ask him.
Yeah.
We should.
Don't tell me what I think I know. I knew once.
A guy with that haircut and long khakis listening to Drake. Maybe that's just me. But another game that nobody's talking about, even less people are talking about than your game, Dave.
Really?
Yeah, and it's a major game, and it's coached by Major Applewhite. That's a South Alabama Jaguar
Now they're talking about that
versus LSU. Look, I'm not saying South's going to come out here and win, but I wouldn't underestimate these guys. I would not underestimate these guys. Look, per capita, where are the best players at?
I mean, I think the state of Georgia.
Yeah, it's Georgia, and where? It's Mobile. It's Mobile.
The Spanish.
These guys, there's cats running around the 251 guy that can play with LSU. LSU's defense, do you trust them?
I mean, not like fully.
Yeah, so that's another word for what? No. Is there anything that I trust? Look, South's going to be able to score points now. They're going to be able to put points on the board. You just lost Harold Perkins. He's out for the year in the ACL. It's a weird game. If I'm an LSU fan, don't walk into this game thinking you're just going to roll these guys.
Can South Alabama's defense stop LSU twice the whole game? Can they?
Are they going to need to?
Yes.
I don't know.
Yes, they are.
There's nothing about the LSU defense right now that excites me.
Yeah, I don't think it's crazy. I think
look, if Robbie Asher can score on you, so can South.
Yeah. That old Geo kid they got at the lefty quarterback's not
Lopez, yeah.
At all right, appreciate you guys stopping by. Again, without you, there is no us. If you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Please keep hitting like on those videos and leave a comment. Whether you agree or disagree, hopefully it's a little bit of both. That's what makes this fun and not boring.